like some of the games have been, but not the series. If you get me, like there are like. You know, yeah, HuT smashed him, King Kong smashed him back. It's just like, but here we go, guys. We are loaded up onto the map. The map is going to be Frost. And now here in the bottom left-hand corner, taking game number 3, it is the Blue Zerg from x5.KingKong.
Oh, that's a bit epic.
That is great music.
Wow.
Even better than the dance music.
I got chills.
I got mad chills, dude. I love classical music.
So who's this guy?
This guy, he is the red Terran player from Frenetic Array, unfortunately dropping game number 3. It is HuT.
Now, you guys in the Twitch chat, now's the time for you guys to start throwing down predictions.
Yeah,
get crazy,
totally.
get loud, spam a lot. Make sure, I just want a whole line of like, who you think is going to win. Throw down some HuT, throw down some King Kong.
Throw down
who are you
who you
cheering
want.
for? Just go nuts. Spam that stream chat.
Ray's cut for HuT.
Break Twitch.
Do it.
Just break it.
Break the largest streaming platform in the entire industry. Do it.
It's like, it's the next level after trending. You know,
it is
we got
actually,
StarCraft trending so many times. That's old news. We've done it.
We broke Twitch.
Let's go next level. Let's break Twitch. Twitch plays server support. Let's do it.
Yeah, something did break Twitch. Was it Twitch Plays Pokemon that broke Twitch?
Probably.
I heard something broke it relatively recently. Yeah. It might have been Twitch Plays Pokemon, or maybe it was international. I don't know.
It was funny. There was whenever there was like stream lag for like a major event, whether it's StarCraft, League of Legends, whatever, whoever is running an event on Twitch.
Yep.
Every time there was like a little
like a spike
drop in frames, everyone's like, ah, damn it, Twitch Plays Pokemon. You guys are doing this.
Yeah. No, I think I remember that actually.
It's great.
Oh, check this out actually. King Kong's drone scouting. So King Kong may be a little nervous. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's Frost and it's a 4-player map. Yeah.
Just a 4-player thing.
He's, you know, maybe showing some cracks in the armor. Going yet again for that gas before pull. So he's just sticking to, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
And HuT as well, just going for that Reaper expand. So pretty standard game coming out of both of these guys. So.
Yep.
What would you like to see HuT change it up, or would you like to see him go back to like would you like to see him try maybe like a Blue Flame Hellion sort of thing, or like anything like that, or would you like to see him just kind of go nice and normal?
These positions lend themselves kind of favorably towards mech play, I feel.
That's a good call,
You can cut off, you know, the center of the map. Make sure you don't get any run-bys happening at this little bridge here.
Yep.
If you manage to take control of this watchtower, it gives you a natural ability to start creeping towards this watchtower. And from here, you start to suffocate the Zerg. You take this entire corner of the map, all of a sudden, you know, it's very favorable to start sieging these sorts of locations.
Yeah.
And I think mech, in these positions, mech can work out nicely. If it was a cross map, you'd be in a much less favorable position to do so. So ideally, I don't see it happening. Yeah. But it'd be really cool if we saw some mech come out of
I'll tell you what, man, you're the king of like realizing where you can like place tanks in like really obnoxious spots and sieging mineralized. Yeah, exactly. You must be. As soon as you said that, I was like, Docs definitely is a Terran player at heart. Like I know you play random now, but you definitely have some homage.
Yeah,
homage. Some homage to Terran like happening. So
yeah,
I can fully appreciate that.
That was the thing we did in Brood War, right? Even in Warcraft 3.
You just look at a map, you're just like, where can I place everything in the most annoying spot ever?
Yeah, new map suddenly appears on the horizon before it's even released into the pool. We're like, how can I be a douchebag? How can I really be effective in my douchiness? And you see it on Reddit all the time. Remember, like in all the early Wings of Liberty maps, you'd see like,
oh god, like, they were everywhere.
There was like, you know, from one base to the other base. If you position your tank right here, you can just hit that gas.
Antigua Shipyard comes to mind. Like
exactly.
All these places.
And everyone's like, oh, it's going to be such a huge problem. Damn it, Blizzard. And it comes into play like once ever. It's like, oh, we lost his gas.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got 100 less gas now. Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of funny. It's not too impactful these days. I think obviously after Lost Temple, Blizzard's like, all right, we can't let this happen again.
we do have to worry where we put these little nooks and crannies. Yeah. I remember also it wasn't just tanks; it was also like where you could 2-rax and place a bunker so that there was a marine behind the bunker. Like if you remember. Somebody against Nest T did it in like a GSL round of 4, and you just like there was like a little tiny nook where you can place a bunker, and then it blocks all the Marines being hit, and it was just like, and then they just had to patch the map because it was like
the next
broken.
day.
Yeah, exactly. Like a hot fix comes out.
You can just tell there's alarms going off at Blizzard HQ.
Yeah.
They're like, what have we done?
It's like they didn't even need alarms. It's like they feel like a disturbance in the force as like 1,000 angry nerds just start getting on Twitter. They're like, I can feel something is coming, and they just know they're about to get
David Kim and Dustin Browder both wake up in the night. They sit up on a bed, turn, and look at each other. Like, what have we done? We need to fix this now.
Exactly.
I can hear the screams.
I'm sure, that stuff gives them nightmares. Oh my god. Okay, so back to the game. So KingKong is just taking his third base. HuT's going out for the usual Hellion Reaper sort of pressure. Pretty standard stuff coming here. Again, that CC in the wall. And all the normal goody goodness. 1-1. Evo Chambers going down for KingKong. I don't think he's going to go Roaches. I mean, normal stuff coming out.
You might be able to correct me here, but would I be correct in saying ordinarily the Zerg would want to favor this as their third base option over this one? But because of the positions in this game, obviously you don't want to be expanding towards your opponent. Yeah.
Definitely. And I mean, it also brings up a thing of typically ZVT comes around the... That's a nice trap.
Could those lings have hatched at any more perfect moment?
Yeah. No...
It's like you're in your egg, you just scrape it away at the end, you're like, all right, I'm ready, and then just boom.
Let's go.
That choke.
Where is he? Let me at him. But no, back to your point, in these positions, taking that as a fourth base, because he's going to take that as a fourth, actually is a problem, because in ZVT, the push usually revolves around if you can kill the fourth base as opposed to the third, and that fourth is going to be quite exposed. And then the bigger problem is where do you take a fifth? Like, do you know, like, so this map comes a lot down to creep spread. If you can creep spread around to where that watchtower is, your fifth becomes infinitely more safer than if your creep spread is back behind that watchtower. So taking a fifth base is going to be really, really hard for KingKong. So I feel like if HuT can just stay in this game and not kind of take too much damage and can make it go 30 minutes, 40 minutes when fifth, sixth bases come into play, he's going to be in great shape, provided he can keep that creep spread relatively down.
And obviously, the longer this game goes, the more important this watchtower is going to become, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, if you let a Terran drop a mine or two, some Marines, a tank, all that
perfect place for the tanks here.
A mine right here, right?
Yeah, a mine even.
What the hell is killing my drones? I don't even understand. And it's just like a little mine picking away at you every now and then. So you got to have control of this watchtower so you can see any sort of attacks that want to come down the side of the map here towards that little bridge and start taking this position. And it's really hard to resist doing that as a Terran player.
I'm a Zerg player, and even I would just like foam at the mouth overseeing this massive overhanging cliff over a mineral line. Like, I mean, I wish I could do something like that as a Zerg. Actually, no, we did see something like that as a Zerg. KingKong versus Pig, actually. He positioned like 3 or 4 roaches up there and just shut down Pig's like entire mineral line for like 20 seconds just because why the hell not, you know? So, yeah, most players just doing same old standard things. Baneling speed coming up now. 1-1 nearly done for KingKong. Spire on the way. Fourth hatchery, not actually taken yet. Well, fourth base, rather, excuse me. It does have that macro hatchery in his main yet again. HuT is going for that 1-1. Nearly done. Armory on the way. Combat shields on the way. Pushing out that creep again. So just nice, solid, standard ZVT macro play again coming out of both players.
Peace out, Queens.
And he's going to get these Queenies.
2 down. You know, there's something really indicative right here that really clearly. See you later, Marines. Nice flank
out of nowhere.
You know, we can really see that HuT is respecting KingKong in this matchup, and I say that because I saw a lot of HuT games in Wings of Liberty, right? On Daybreak, you have this sort of similar dynamic here where the Terran will expand forward and take that base in the middle of the map and put a planetary there. If we look at the map dynamic here, this is that sort of base. This is where you would want the planetary. And HuT, ordinarily, using that Wings of Liberty and Daybreak logic, this is where he would put the planetary as his third base option, you know, before he puts this orbital down, since he got that earlier. So typically, you know, I would have expected to see him, in the old days, put down the planetary there before lifting this third orbital. So I think that's a little bit indicative that he's not feeling quite as aggressive as he would against previous opponents in previous eras and blah, blah, blah. So just an interesting little thing, because I was fully expecting it. I was like, any second now we're going to see a command center
it is.
Here.
Now that you mentioned it, I'm trying to remember all my ZVT games on this map and where Terran takes their third. Because oftentimes Terran, as we all know, sort of do want to expand more towards the Zerg player. But I do feel like most Terrans do take that sort of more pocket third on this map in these positions. But I can't actually remember at the moment. What's going on? Oh my god, that's so cool.
I was about to say, I love that KingKong's doing that. You know, he's really capitalizing on the mobility of Zerg to go all the way around the map and get that run by.
And then you love if fought one step ahead again.
So I was just like, nah, that's not happening.
Do you see an engagement now? Oh, big connection there from KingKong's banelings there. And that is gonna force HuT back. And that's actually quite a big deal now. KingKong now can creep spread pretty well and can sort of, he has like complete map control right now. But it looks like HuT's actually dropped a natural of KingKong as well. So there is going to be a little bit of damage here. So really nice play coming out of KingKong. Going to force all of, out of HuT. Going to force all of KingKong's units back.
Everything's coming home.
Yeah.
We just keep an eye up here. He
does have banelings now.
He's wanting to just go into the mineral line. Oh, he can sneak around.
No!
Is HuT going to notice?
Please pull back.
He's got nowhere to run.
Split. What?
Wow. So many SCVs going down there.
Yeah, that's quite painful.
Oh,
Poor HuT, man. I appreciate the effort, the idea, but I did see that Nook, and I was wondering if someone could fit there, because sometimes like when on hills, like it kind of. Like the map, actually, it does block it, but it looks like it doesn't. But I guess HuT not so lucky this time.
So just glancing at the workers killed, I mean, that actually, it was a bit of an equilibrium.
Yeah.
The drop managed to kill a decent number of drones, and the Baneling run by managed to kill a decent amount of SCVs. So all in all, neither player tremendously affected by that. 82 drones for KingKong.
That is a lot.
Sorry,
92. Oh my god, that's a lot of drones.
And 65 SCVs for HuT. So I mean, that's a good number.
That's a good number for HuT, yeah. And he's going to drop his fourth base now. Excuse me. So
this is what you were talking about before. I mean, where do you go for that fourth base option? They're also exposed. This brings me back to like Teldarine. HuT's like, well, I guess I'm going to have to beat the Terran on 3 bases.
Yeah, I forgot about that map. Oh my god.
Got a little sick in my mouth just saying it.
We do see HuT now actually pushing way out onto creep of KingKong. So that drop now just distracting KingKong, and now he's cleared up this creep spread. And now this is what we're talking about. Where his creep spread is right now is great for KingKong, as he can quite easily get around to that fourth base. But now that creep spread's starting to be cleared up, it's going to be a lot harder for him to defend, and HuT is going to be able to push that eventually once he sort of gets his things together. Does need to start that 3-3 actually. And KingKong does have that infestation pit now on the way.
It's raining mules.
And it's raining mules. Hallelujah.
I like the response from HuT. You know, he saw, okay, the mutas are over here dealing with my little drop. So obviously it's totally fine for me to move out onto the creep, take out a bunch of creep tumors, and I can just lift up and get away safely. Oh,
but a huge counterattack is coming through from KingKong. HuT is got caught out of position quite a lot here. KingKong looks like he's going to try and go into the natural and jump on to HuT's production. Supply depots, no holes in these supply depots actually, but KingKong forces one, and it looks like he's going to go up into the main. No, there's not actually.
There's a few hiding over there, but yeah.
And see you later, go ahead and kill the natural.
Quickly.
Thor is going to be in the main base, trying to get as many shots off as he can against these mutas, but oh, actually, nice splitting there from HuT. Does manage to clean most of this up. I actually thought he was going to get up into the main there.
That was a cute contaminate as well.
Yeah, that's really nice.
He's like, why not the overseas here?
You may as well. I mean, what do you got to lose? But does manage to take out that natural command center off HuT. He could lift his main down there, actually, which is what I'd really like to see him do, is like the main's not really that useful at the moment. But he does, in the meantime, have a drop coming down here as well. So he's going to distract KingKong and push out again into the middle of the map and clear up all this creep. So HuT not down and out by any means, and KingKong probably not the best trade there for him. Oh my god!
What a crazy lift!
Oh, and another shot just went off there as
well.
So badly. HuT takes the 15 supply lead.
Wow.
So KingKong maybe overextending slightly. Yeah.
Now, the muta count for KingKong is actually quite low. That is...
Oh my god, it's at 9.
That is 9 mutas on the map.
That is not good news.
A few of them took some damage to the Thors, but ultimately it all came down to he was kind of pinned down really deep into the base. He didn't have anywhere to go, and he lost a lot of his mutas. And that gives HuT the ability to really start pushing out on the creep.
Yeah, for sure. With only 9 mutas, like, that's nothing. Like, those may as well be... You may as well have 0. And KingKong is actually still producing them, even though he didn't start that hive either. He put that infestation pit down. Has it corrupted? Because why the hell not?
He thinks he's a muta. Like, yeah, all right, let's go.
Look at the little corrupted that could.
Oh, I got impregnated by the wrong thing. I'm not a muta.
My overlord mummy was like, must have stepped out of my dad a little bit. Like, just that would be one awkward birthing room for that muta family.
A little bit. The queen's gonna be so disappointed. It's a beautiful
corruptor.
Oh man.
Oh, that's crazy. But HuT is actually like, he's kind of in this game. I thought he was going to be in a lot of trouble, but he's managed to sort of, with not having those mutas, he really does have a lot of room now to move out across the map and sort of try and get stuff done.
That is huge for KingKong.
Yeah,
that's nice 16 Marines and a pair of medivacs on pretty high energy.
KingKong's economy really hasn't been touched too much though. So whilst HuT does have 4 bases up now, KingKong still is in pretty good shape. He does need a 5th soon, so he does need to start thinking about that. But he's still got great creep spread across the middle of the map. So KingKong, yeah, I mean, it could still go either way though, for sure, between these guys. As both players just sort of trying to get something done. But
overreaction.
He's moving his entire army out of
position. He pulled everything for 4 Marines.
But now HuT's going to be on creep, and he's going to be a little cut off actually from the rest of his army here. So he does need to steam and split these Marines. Not too many Widowmines either here, so these Banelings are going to do a lot of work, unless they all blow up on the Thor, but KingKong obviously too good for that. But
that was
HuT
nice
is splitting his hideout, yeah.
So many
I mean, it's just, there's so much stuff here for KingKong at the moment.
Let's just look at the upgrades. 2-2 for KingKong, 3-3 for HuT, so those Marines able to take and pack a punch.
And HuT now, yeah, his back is starting to go up against the wall. He's down by about 50, 60 to play. KingKong just takes a 5th and a 6th base at the moment. I will say the advantage of taking that 4th is that if you can secure it, then you are guaranteed like a 5th, 6th, 7th sort of base. So it is a little bit, it's high risk, but it's also extremely high reward. And there's still 4 Widow Mines out here in the middle of the map that I feel like could have been really useful in that push.
That was amazing.
Since they get nothing done then, yeah.
When I try and do that, like, I always accidentally clump them up a little bit too much and I lose all of them. And every single Ling absorbed one shot. That was just really nice.
No, that's great there from KingKong. Now, he does have 3-3 on the way as well, so HuT kind of needs to get something done whilst his 3-3 is ahead of KingKong's and super cost efficient, and he still hasn't plugged that hole!
At least the bunker is full now. So
the bunker is full, yeah, and he does have a few depots in front of the bunker as well, so he should be in pretty...
It's like he's playing one of those old school tower defense games. We gotta kind of maze through and get all the way through. If any Lings get through, he like sends them back to his opponent's main.
Yeah.
Wow, what is the meter count now? That really escalated. 20 meters all of a sudden. Nice. And the +3 flyer attack, adrenal glands, +3 melee. Yeah. KingKong's starting to shape up really nicely.
It's interesting that he's not going for those ultras, and he's just sort of sticking on the Mutiling Bane, which on this kind of big map I think I do like. Drops otherwise get really, really hectic on Frost. And he's going to run in here, but it looks like
Thor.
Thor is here!
He's like, what up?
Baneleys. Yeah, what's up, man? I'm a Thor, yo.
That was crazy.
That was
everything else stimmed
intense.
to come in there and like, he's like, what's happening? Yeah. Everyone reacts. Thor's like, nah, I got this.
I got this, guys. Don't worry. Gotta go ahead and try and double drop the main, but KingKong's like, hey, man, I'm ready as well.
He's on top of it.
He is on top of it. That's a lot of Baneleys, though.
Oh, there's the Ultralist, Kevin. You know, I was about to comment and say, I feel like maybe he's staying away from the Ultralist tech because of the size of the map. You know, there's so much distance to cover. You can't go bouncing back and forth between bases easily.
Super hard.
But ultimately, I think he can't win the game on this composition. He does need the meat for the killing blow.
Yeah, no, probably not. Especially just given how much longer the game could go for.
Now, Adrenal Glands is just a few seconds away, so the next fight could be a lot different for KingKong. If he waits for this, the 3-3 upgrades as well, could be massive. But my God, that's a lot of Lings and Banes.
That's a lot of stuff. He's getting just before 3-3 though, but HuT gets kind of caught there. Thor is going to be in the middle here. Can tank a lot of Banelings, but there's not too much splash damage from HuT here, actually, unfortunately. So Banelings are worth their weight in gold. Oh my Lord. That is a massacre. But, I mean, no, that's a bit of a massacre.
Wow. That was a crazy fight. Explosions on either side of this giant, ravine here. That was pretty cool.
And now KingKong just remaxes on Ultras. So HuT, I mean, I hope he kind of realizes that Ultras might be coming soon. Because he's still just building Thor Marine, which is not what you want against Ultras.
Yeah.
He does have 2 more Starports coming out now. So I think he might think it's going to be Brute Lords. Or he could just be going for Battle Cruisers because, hey, why the hell not? They're Battle Cruisers. And those tech labs say, yeah, he's going to be Battle Cruisers. But I don't know how I don't know if he's got the... Like
he does not have the mineral bank.
He doesn't have the minerals. He doesn't have the stability. He's not really like that entrenched. He's nearly out of his 3rd. His Metral is still mining, and the 4th is pretty fresh.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in
we can clearly see all the mules have been dropped here. This base was his 3rd, but it's mined out so quickly. The natural, thanks to losing it.
Yeah, that's still like, well, actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Option.
These Marines are going to get caught. Well, at least he scouts the Ultras, so I mean, that's good for him.
Managed to deal some decent damage to one of them.
That's not too bad.
They're like, well, we're screwed. Let's try and help our friends later.
Hug him to death.
Oh, look at this. It's actually mass Banshees.
Oh, that's cool.
Crazy.
That's cool. That's different.
Yeah. Now, it's good if the Ultras come off creep. Banshees can keep up with Ultras off creep.
Yeah.
Not on creep. The Ultras will manage to escape the Banshees on creep.
That's a lot of Banshees. Can he pull his SCVs in time? He needs his Econ. Oh, is he going for the SCVs in time? Oh, he's going to get it. Yeah,
he's got it. And the SCVs are like, oh, no, there's still Banelings left. That's not meant to happen.
Okay, that's really bad news for HuT now.
Yeah, that really puts a significant stunt on his income. This base is about to dry up.
And KingKong he can do that like no worries. Like he's got such a big bank right now.
Yeah.
3K, 2K. Does go down now a little bit as he makes more Ultras.
Banelings.
Yeah, he's still got a ton of Banelings. And I really think the defining factor in this game was the creep spread.
Yeah.
That creep spread just made KingKong so much more cost efficient.
Yeah.
Just time and time again, and it looks like he's going to try and move out now and get something really good here done. KingKong is.
Any Zerg player will tell you how difficult it is to keep all your bases alive in a scenario like this.
Especially against somebody like Terran. Or some race like Terran.
There's a double drop going to the main of KingKong while this is happening as well. My God, that was cleaned up quickly.
Yeah, he just cleaned that army up, and I think HuT now is going to start realizing soon that he's in a lot of trouble.
That heartbreaking moment when your cloak finishes researching half a second after your Banshees die.
Yeah. I mean, there was no oversteer there either. He's getting some damage done in this main now with this double drop here, but it's only a matter of time, unfortunately, until KingKong comes back and cleans it up. Yeah, I would have liked to see him go for the Oxal's Cannon, but again, this is like what we were talking about before in those other games where it's like you're in a bad situation. Every move you make is probably going to like put you behind, but just how much behind. So I mean, yeah, HuT is he's trying to get some stuff done here, but it's not looking good for Terran Hope, unfortunately.
Yeah. Now keep in mind, guys, this is a best of 5. If KingKong wins this map right here, right now, he's our champion.
Yep.
HuT needs to win this game and the next one if he wants to bring this back in his favor.
And Terran is not... I want to say they're not a great comeback race, but they are with mules. But that's when they do like a lot of damage to Zerg's economy. But in this kind of game, HuT's like... Sorry, KingKong's still got a fantastic economy. Banshee's coming in though.
Oh,
he could actually get that hatch. Like, there's no Spore Coils in position. And
or
by the time you move it, or a Queen actually. But it looks like KingKong is saying, "Screw it, I'm just going to kill you right now." He looks like he does go into the like near the natural of HuT. HuT's microing his little heart out, but
hero baneling right there.
He's in a lot of trouble here.
He's definitely on the ropes. It's there you go.
GG gets called. Guys, KingKong is going to be your winner of ACL Brisbane 2014.
There you go. He's done it.
He's done it.
Defending champion, keeping his Brisbane title.
Keeping his Brisbane title. Yeah, lives here now. So he's, I'm sure he's happy about that. Look at him, giving us a big
Doing
smile.
the victory lap.
Here's a hug to some. Hug a random fan. You get a hug. He gets a hug. Everyone gets a hug.
Well,
that's
guys,
it, man.
I hope you enjoyed those games.
Oh, dude, I totally did. Did you enjoy them?
Of course.
Of course.
Oh, I got my dream, man.
You did. You got your wish,
The only way that
man.
could have been better is if it went to a 5th map, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But
yeah.
the ones we got, fantastic
I'm
play
quite
from
happy
both
with the
of
ones
them.
we got. Yeah, definitely.
And of course, massive props to HuT, right?
Yeah.
Coming this far, being the only Terran.
For sure.
Phenomenal play.
Phenomenal play. I mean, that was still a 30-minute game, so it's not like KingKong stomped him in the macro games or anything like that.
Yeah.
He still went 30 minutes. He destroyed KingKong in one of the macro games.
Like not even close.
Yeah, like it was pretty solid. You know, pretty solid hiding. And it just goes to show momentum in ZBT. If you can get that good start and some good momentum, it's such a methodical process just to finish out the game. And both these players at this level just know exactly what they have to do to finish out the game. There's no there was never any question in KingKong's mind when he needed to take a base or when he needed to tech or when he needed to do this. Even in HuT's mind when he was doing well in these games as well, it was always like, this is what I need to do, and then he goes and does it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But,
now guys, don't do that thing. You know that thing you do
at the
where
end
you
of
close the stream at the end of the tournament, because in a couple of minutes we're going to have an interview with KingKong. He's coming over right now.
He's here looking happy.
So we'll take just a 1 or 2 minute break. We'll be back very, very soon. Make sure you stick around and we'll get some comments from KingKong himself.
Stay around, guys.